Cincinnati. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the Bengals have a new man calling the shots, Zac Taylor, the second youngest coach in the entire league, as they head to Seattle to take on the oldest coach in the league, Pete Carroll of the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the games in progress, but first, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by are the guys in the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Seattle. This is taken at the 3. Able to slither by, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals under first-year head coach Zac Taylor. They'll be brought out by their quarterback, who is now in season number 9 out of TCU, Andy Dalton.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
And middle linebacker Bobby Wagner, he's playing the absolute perfect position. He's the type of guy that you build around. A cornerstone of a defense, his ability to play the run, the pass, and his leadership skills, you get the full package with him.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. Fights free yet again. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on it. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We got it.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll run on first down. It's Lynch, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Royce Freeman, 40 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So Dalton now. He's got his man, Boyd. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On first down, Mixon. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Third down from the gun. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And Dalton to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. A gain of 6 there on first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, ladies! 58, Mike. Rip left, rip left.
To throw again on second down. Dalton, he's got Green. That one a first down pickup of 8. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Dalton now to pass. He'll take a shot for the ends. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute, it's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point now coming from... Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Marcus Mariota, nobody's going to catch him. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Andy Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go!
So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Another chance for Dalton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
54 Mike. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
Let's go, baby.
So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The Niners looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Jacoby Brissett throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Cards trying to start the season right and is looking good so far at home. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw here, Dalton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing, Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Passing, it's Dalton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Yeah, good job.
Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Here's Dalton to Mixon on the check down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on second down. Dalton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And able to find Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Dalton, first and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. And Eifert has it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. This is Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mahomes going to throw it here. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On first down, it's Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Last stop.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.